So I kind of want to fix the backstab issue we have. Well, let's teleport to the other place, to the other enemy, because it's much more apparent there. So I'm going to get my player controller in my camera holder. Let's move it to view, and let's just place it down here. Maybe a little bit to the right, to the left. Maybe a little bit to the right. Good enough. So what is the problem? Let's try and do a backstab first. Emphasis on the try. So we're doing the backstab, but then I'm going to just pull back. You will see he rotates, but then he will start rotating from the other side. So we need to fix that. So he's actually do not try and rotate on the other side. As you can see, this was the issue. So the first thing I'm going to check is what angles we're getting when the Slayer actually does that. So let's open up our AI controller and let's check where the snapshots are happening. So when we say detect an action snapshot, as we already see, we check the distance, we check the angle, and we check the dot from left or right. So I think it's probably one of these that breaks this illusion. So let's do debug.log for angle, and we're going to add the angle plus dot plus the dot. Okay, distance is irrelevant, and with this in mind we're actually checking these ones. So I think we might have to break the angle, and we might have to use we might have to use a new method of checking the angles per attack. So let's hit play. Okay, then we will have to clear up the previous ones, and yeah, it's a little bit hard to get behind him. So I'm going to clear all of them in here, and let's put the console in the actual hierarchy because we kind of need to see all of that. Then let's fall back. Okay, I'm going to check the very first one. So we get an angle of 149. Let's see where this guy is, where he's looking at. So his forward is set to here. Then we got an angle of 149 and a dot of this. The dot just means it's just going to be on the right, but let's see, let's check the last one. So I think because the last one says 69, we might actually just need to change this inside the angles. Let's see. So on the AI controller, on the action snapshots, we just need to take a look on the turn right and turn left, and we do have a minimum angle of 25 and maximum angle minus 225. So technically, kind of snapshot equals null. Let's see where this is getting called from. when you're not interacting. Okay, the combo doesn't matter. So I think we will have to add breakpoints, and yeah, I think we won't be able to make a lot of sense from this. So let's try the backstab again, and once the backstab happens, we're going to add a breakpoint and come back to this. Let's hit play. I'm trying to be fast. Well, as fast as I can, I guess. Or actually, I don't need to be fast. I just need him to be slow. So let's just change the rotation speed to 5 or to 4 or whatever. Okay. Then we're doing the backstab, then attach this to Unity. And we're just going to put the breakpoint in here. Okay. Why is he detecting? No, that's the wrong position. We want this to be inside the detect action snapshot. Yeah, so we should be here. And now at first, we won't create the prop. Yeah, okay. I think I know what the problem is, actually. He's coming in here. I think he starts getting inside here from the... Well, the question is he going to play a turn animation now or not? So let's check, for example, we have our direction, we have our distance. Okay, we don't care. Angle is 150, so it's about pretty much behind him. Dot is set to 0, so dot is that. Okay. So yeah, my guess is he's actually going to play a turn animation. Let's see. Animation, turn right. Okay. And that is, I'm guessing, because is interacting is set to false too early. Although this did override it, so it didn't play it right now. And we kinda, yeah, we broke the lock. We broke a lot of things actually. And I can't do, damn it, we have to start it again. Well, let's try and fix it via the animator. So let's say when you're doing the backstab end, let's say we set up transition to 0 and we let him play the entire animation. Now technically, since it blends back to the idle, he should be at the exact same position. So technically that should be fixing the problem. Now if that actually if that actually does it, well, we were pretty lucky, to be honest. But we probably need to make sure this doesn't happen again. So I'd say we change the code a little bit to make it slightly more clear. Okay, so killing him, then I'm going back. No, it happened. Yeah, I didn't fix that. That could be because of... Yeah, let's see. We want to turn the can rotate true on the AI controller. Actually, I want to know what happens. Which one, if you're interacting, which one you're using. Are you using the can rotate or not when you're in backstab? Save that. Because if he's not using the can rotate, he might be just ignoring any rotation he has from the animation entirely. So that could be the problem. Of course, we have to check, we have to try it so we know. But yeah, that's what we needed to be doing. Let that compile. Yeah, it's still loading, still compiling. I hope it's not the new version of Unity that's causing the issues. So I had to restart Unity. So let's do that again. Okay. So let's clear that and let's... Oh no. Yeah, I didn't want to stop the game, I want to pause it. Okay, then clear. Yeah, so as you can see, the can rotate is false, which means we are using the delta, which means we are using indeed the delta rotation of the animation. So that's actually, that looks correct. Let's tweak a little bit the animation. Maybe we'll solve it from that. Let's see. Backstab end. Let's maybe do not break into pause. Yeah, if the preview is of any, if the preview is to be believed, then probably means that it will leave the animation back to the rotation it was at the end. I also see that we sometimes get damaged. Well, okay, that kind of did it. We did blend way too fast. And sometimes our damage colliders are staying open. Let's try this. Let's add the transition now. I think that fixed it. So let's add some transition. And then let's check what happens with the damage colliders. Okay, so let's look at this. Yep, that did it. There's no more jerking around, there's more jittering. Let's try do it one more time. Okay, then let's go on the other side. Yeah, that actually fixed it. So let's take a look. Sometimes we are actually hitting our controller. Sometimes he does hit our controller. And I think since we have the speed that high, let's make the rotation speed to 4 and let's see how he behaves. I think he will probably prefer to use, or he will be forced to use the turn animations rather than rotating normally. And next I would like to fix our own animations because that gets a little bit super annoying. I'm just going backwards and then he walks like this, so he walks in diagonal fashion. Yeah, I think it kind of gives him a better behavior. Or maybe not. Yeah, if he's in underneath the 25 degrees angle, so maybe we can do this as, let's say, 5 degrees angle. No, that might force him to break. Let's do 15 by minus 15. And then maybe just give him like rotation speed of 1. So he doesn't rotate and slide around. It will make him feel like he's actually have enough weight. Yeah, okay, I think we probably, yeah, it's too small. He will play the animation, so we don't want that. Which means just change, let's leave this to minus 225 and minus 25. Let's just leave rotation speed at 1. I think he will behave a little bit better. Then, just for completeness sake, let's go on damage. We have already the force damage colliders to close. In here we check for, okay, we check for this. Then in getting parried, on parried, let's see what we're doing. We force colliders to close. Okay, let's also say, okay, can backstab, we also do that. Okay, then let's say when you're not interacting, we will also force again the damage colliders to close, and that will probably eliminate us when sometimes when we run up to him we get hit by his damage collider because we're playing the react animation. So that should probably eliminate that. Let's try and recreate that. Let's see, let's walk up to him. Yeah, I think that probably fixes it. Fixed it. He can actually attack us as well. I see no collisions with this. Okay, that works. Attacks work fine. Perfect. So I'd say this is the AI. That's it for the AI, or well, fixing the AI. This could be used as a template for what also other units do, or other enemies. But yeah, we'll take a look. Well, actually, we can just do it for the human enemy as well. We didn't really do much of a tragic change. We just changed the rotation speed to 1. But I think I like for the human enemy to just leave it at 1 to 0.7 as it was. The rest is still the same behavior. We also find the attacks and the turns just like that. Awesome. So that's it for this part. As always, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, and if you like to see more stuff, more videos, more series, more of everything, of course, consider supporting my Patreon so we can keep making all of these nice things we're making. I'll see you next time.